Welcome back. This is Mr. Hassan's Maths channel. I'm now answering question number 3 from the specimen paper for the paper 4 of the new syllabus of Cambridge IGCSE 0580. So we have the calculator paper here with a kind of new format as compared to the old paper 4s. We have lots of short questions similar to paper 2s, but here we are required, or we are expected to use our calculators. Okay, so there's no, as I said before, there's no shame in you using your calculator in these papers. Paper 2, you're not allowed to have calculators, so you have to have those skills here. They're testing you on other skills, and one of those skills is how to use your calculator. So you are expected to use the calculator here. So it says Navin and Esther share some money in the ratio Navin to Esther is 5:7. Find Navin's share as a percentage of the total money. Okay, so there are 5 plus 7, which is, there are 12 shares altogether. That's the total shares. Navin's share is 5 parts out of 12. So Navin to Esther, 5:7. So Navin's share is 5 as a percentage of the total money. So the fraction of Navin's share is 5 parts out of 12. To change that to percentage, we're going to multiply by 100%. And we can just put this in our calculator. We can just put 5 over 12 times 100. Okay, we don't have to put the percent in that calculator. That's like, you can say, the unit. So you have 5 over 12 multiplied by 100. And that gives you 125 over 3, which is 41.7% to 3SF. 41.7%, because we end up with 41.666 recurring, or we can say we ended up with 125 over 3 for my calculator. So we got 125 over 3, which gave us 41.6 recurring. Okay, which comes 41.7. Round to 3SF if it's not exact. Okay, find Esther's share as a percentage of Navin's share. Okay, so Esther's share as a percentage of Navin's share. So Esther takes 7 parts and Navin takes 5 parts, so it's 7 over 5 times 100%. Okay, so that's going to be 140%. Okay, we can put that in the calculator. I know the answer to that because it's pretty simple. 7 times 20, 7 over 5 times 100. That's going to be 140%. Then it says Navin's share is $160. Work out Esther's share. So we have Navin, Esther, 5:7. Yep, 5:7. And we have to now work out Esther's share if Navin's share is 160. So we can do it like this. I like to do it like this to set it up proper in a nice way. What I would do is I would put the unknowns on top and what we know underneath. So Navin's share is 160. We want to find what Esther's share is, which we're going to call X. Okay. And we want to find out what Esther's share is. Okay, and the ratio of these is Navin to Esther is 5:7. So we can just simply cross multiply. So we have X is going to be 7 times 160 over 5. Okay, because whatever you have to multiply 5 by to get there, you have to multiply 7 by to get there, so you can find out what this is. Okay, so X is 7 times 160 over 5. So you have 7 times 160 divided by 5, divided by 5, which gives us $224. $224. There's the answer to part C of question number 3, which is about ratios, basically, all about ratios. So question 3 is complete. This is for the calculator section, okay, not the non-calculator section. So no shame in using your calculator for this. So that completes this question. Other questions from this particular paper can be found in the playlist at the top of the screen at the end of this video. Other questions from the topic of ratios and proportion can be found in the playlist down here. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on this link, and over here you can find a video which tells you how to use my channel to find what you're looking for. In fact, what I'll put over here is another playlist of all the arithmetic, ratio, proportion problems, even from the previous papers. You'll find them over there. I'll do that instead. Better. Thank you for watching and see you soon.